Joining me now for business is Nona Peltier. Hi, Nona. Spark. So Spark has given up on Huawei as the sole supplier of its 5G network. What's going to happen?
Well, there was a bit of an issue with that using Huawei. So the company has decided to go with a variety of vendors to help them put their 5G network together. Now, that's before the government even allocates the spectrum. So they're basically coming together with this plan because Vodafone is going to be launching this year, so they're launching as well. But they're going to be rolling out primarily in the South Island and then get ready for when the government does release the spectrum that they actually will be using for 5G. So 5G being the wireless. Interestingly, Chorus also came out today, probably not a coincidence, to talk about the new, what they call hyperfast fibre. Hyperfibre, I think is what they actually call it.
So what does hyperfast mean as opposed to what?
The speed of light, I guess, is probably as close as you're going to get. So at the moment, let's say you were trying to download a very large file, say what they call it, say a terabyte, which is 1,000 gigabytes. It's a lot. That would take you like some 12 hours. With the lightning speed that you can get out of this new fiber service, it would be like 18 minutes. That's how much faster.
And I wonder how much more costly that would be.
Well, the cost has not been disclosed yet. It's going to be wholesale pricing, of course, and then retailers will be able to charge whatever they like. But you think about it, so they did a calculation, and they said for like some of these very large companies that, you know, make movies and those kinds of very creative services, they could save like 59 hours a year of not waiting for, you know, so saving that much time. It's a lot of time if you think about it. It's a whole...
And time has a price too.
Everything has a price. And speed is, you know, so very fast. And of course, 5G being with the mix between the two, so fiber and then 5G. Hey, it's a marriage made in like light. I'm not sure.
Shall we move to
Let's move on.
Services sector? Speaking of pace, services sector has picked up pace. So what numbers do you have for us?
Some pretty good ones, actually. So the Performance of Services Index, which is the other side of the manufacturing, really perked up. We had reasonably strong manufacturing, you might recall, last week. This week, we've got the services sector up 54.4. That's higher than historic average, so that's pretty good. And it's been driven up by a sharp rise in new orders, which is important, and growth in the activity and sales, big numbers there. So that's given, these are actual activity numbers. This is not sentiment. So this has given the economy a bit of maybe things aren't as bad as people seem leading into Christmas, and this could be quite good news for the economy. Maybe people are really spending like the Reserve Bank wants them to.
Interesting. Okay, so should we go for a mid-paced whip around rather than a super fast one through the markets? What have you got for us?
Okay. Well, Air New Zealand, of course, their share price fell, not surprisingly, by 1%, 3 cents down to $2.67.5. And the NZX Top 50 Index, it fell nearly 22 points to 10,873, which isn't very much. It's like a percent of a percent, right? And the New Zealand dollar, 64.1 US cents, 94 Australian, and 49.5 pence.
Thanks, Nona. Nona Peltier with our business wrap.